Hey everybody, it's B-Nard coming your way with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Ruben, and he's got a very cool team, as you can see. Pretty original too, so it's going to be another good match, and we're going to get right into it. So, I led with Gastrodon, and he led with Delphox. So he's going to switch out right away, I guess predicting either a water or ground move, and he's going to come in with Ferrothorn. And I actually switched out as well. I was predicting a Grass Knot, and I didn't want to get caught off guard with that, so I'm going to come in with Florges. So I have to switch out again then. I don't want to get taken out with a Steel move, so I'm going to come in with Pidgeot, also in case he goes for the rocks, which he actually does go for the Stealth Rock to get the entry hazard set up. So, I'm going to go for my Mega Evolution then into Mega Pidgeot. And I actually predicted a switch and went for the Hurricane. But even so, that does take him down to about a third, and I do get the Confusion, which is good. So, he is confused, but he attacks me through the Confusion anyway with the Gyro Ball. And that's going to take me down by a little more than half. So this turn I'm just going to go for another Hurricane, and that's going to be more than enough to finish his Ferrothorn off and give me the lead at 6-5. So then he's going to come in with Goodra, and I stayed in and just went for another Hurricane to get as much damage as I could on this thing before I get taken out. That took him down by a little less than half. But then he's just going to go for the Ice Beam, and that is going to finish my Pidgeot off and tie the battle up at 5-5. So then I'm going to come in with Infernape and take some damage from the rocks. And I'm going to go for a U-turn to scout him, get some damage. That actually did more than I thought it would, took him down into the red, but he does survive. And then his Gooey is going to lower my speed, and I'm going to take some damage from the Life Orb, but it's not going to matter because I do get the mandatory switch. So I'm going to come in with Florges and take some damage from the rocks. I was actually predicting a Dragon move, but he went for the Thunderbolt instead, so that's not going to do too much of anything to me. So this turn he does outspeed me, and he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb for max damage, but even so, not going to do a whole lot to me. I am special defense trained with an Assault Vest, so I'm just going to go for the Moonblast for max damage, and that's going to be enough to finish his Goodra off and give me the lead back at 5-4. So then he's going to come in with Darmanitan, and I'm going to have to switch out then. I don't want to get taken out by this thing. So I'm going to come back in with Infernape and take some damage from the rocks. And he goes for the Flare Blitz for max damage. And that is actually going to be enough to finish my Infernape off, unfortunately, and tie the battle up at 4-4. And then he's going to take recoil damage. So then I'm going to come in with Gastrodon and take some damage from the rocks. And he's going to go for another Flare Blitz. He might be choice itemed into it, not sure. But he actually gets the crit there, and I just barely survived that with 37 health. And he's going to take a lot of recoil damage. And then I'm going to go for the Earth Power for max damage. And fortunately, that's going to be enough to finish his Darmanitan off and give me the lead back at 4-3. And then I'm going to regain some health with the leftovers. So then he's going to come back in with Delphox. And he's just going to go for the Psyshock. And that's going to be enough to finish my Gastrodon off and tie the battle up at 3-3. And then his Magician's going to activate and actually take my leftovers. So then I'm going to come in with Dusknoir and take some damage from the rocks. And my Pressure's going to come into play. And I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak for max damage. And I am choice banded, so that actually was enough to take him down in one shot, fortunately for me, and give me the lead back at 3-2. So then he's going to come in with Rotom Wash, and I'm going to switch out then. I don't want to get taken out by this thing, so I'm going to come in with Ferrothorn. predicting either a water or electric move and take some damage from the rocks, but he actually goes for the Will-O-Wisp instead, unfortunately, to burn me. And then I'm going to take some damage from the burn. So this turn he's going to go for the Hex. It does deal double damage since I do have a status condition, and that's going to take me down to about a third. And I'm just going to go for the knockoff to get a little damage and get rid of his item, which was the Rindo Berry, and then I'm going to take damage from the burn. So this turn he's just going to go for another Hex, and that is going to be enough to finish my Ferrothorn off and tie the battle up once again at 2-2. So then I'm going to come in with Florges and take some more damage from the rocks, and he's just going to go for another Will-O-Wisp to get the burn on me. And I'm just going to go for the Energy Ball for max damage, and that's going to take him down into the red, but he does survive, unfortunately, and I'm going to take some damage from the burn. So this turn he's going to go for a Hex again, and I'm just barely going to survive that with 22 health, fortunately, and go for another Energy Ball, and that's going to be more than enough to finish his Rotom off and give me the lead back at 2-1. And I am just barely going to survive the burn damage with 3 health. So then finally he's going to come in with Conkeldurr, and he's just going to go for a Mach Punch, and that's going to be more than enough to finish my Florges off and tie the battle up once again at 1-1. So finally I'm going to come back in with Dusknoir and take some more damage from the rocks, and my pressure is going to come back into play. So he does outspeed me, and he's going to go for the Ice Punch, which I assume was the best move he had for me, taking me down to about a third. I'm going to go for the Earthquake for max damage, and that's going to take him down to about half. So then he's going to go for one more Ice Punch, and fortunately I just barely hang on there with 5 health. Thankfully, go for one more Earthquake, and that is going to be enough to finish his Conkeldurr off, and that is good game, Ruben. So, great battle, very, very close here. Thanks for watching again, everybody. As always, feel free to like and or comment on the video. And this is actually going to be the last battle I post with this team. So, you guys know the drill. The next video I'm going to put up will be a strategy guide to this team. So, please stay tuned for that. So, that's it, and we will see you next time.